Hi everyone, this is V. Vijay Durga working as a mathematics lecturer in DNR College Autonomous, Bhimavaram. Today I am going to teach about the topic normed linear space from the subject functional analysis. In the next slide we are going to talk about definition of normed linear space. To get a detailed explanation, assume double bar as a function n to r. Here n is a complex or real linear space, it's depending on that nature. To prove that the function as a normed linear space, we have to satisfy the below four conditions. That is, for condition 1, take an element from n as small x. So x should always be positive when we apply norm. For the second condition, norm x should be 0 when the value of x is assumed as 0. And the another condition is norm x plus y is less than or equal to norm x plus norm y is satisfied when two elements are taken in n. And the fourth condition is norm alpha x is equal to mod alpha into norm x is satisfied when alpha is in some scalar and x is an element in n. So these four conditions are satisfied, then the function is called as a normed linear space on complex or real linear space. So again discuss about the definition. Let n be any complex or real linear space. The function norm from n to r, we have norm x is greater than or equal to 0. Norm x is equal to 0 if and only if x is equal to 0 for all x belongs to n. Norm x plus y is less than or equal to norm x plus norm y for all x comma y belongs to n. Norm alpha x is equal to mod alpha norm x for all x belongs to n. The alpha is a scalar. Then the function norm is called a norm and the function is denoted by n of norm. Then is called a complex or real normed linear space. Okay. Now let us go with a theorem. Let n be any normed linear space and d be any function for n star n into r denoted by d of x comma y is equal to norm x minus y. Then d is metric on n. Before going to prove this theorem, first we have to take let n be a normed linear space and d be any function for n star n into r defined by d of x comma y is equal to norm x minus y. And the claim is d is metric on n. Before going to prove this theorem, first we have to know the definition of metric space. The definition is a non-empty set with a map D from x cross x to R is called metric space if map D has the following properties. The properties are D of x comma y is greater than or equal to 0 for all x belongs to capital X, and the another property is D of x comma y is equal to D of y comma x for all x comma y belongs to capital X, and the another property d of x comma z is less than or equal to d of x comma y plus d of y comma z for all x, y, z belongs to x. These three properties are satisfied, then the space is called as a metric space. But here D is in a metric on n. So we already discussed about normed linear space definition. So that four conditions are used to prove this theorem. Let x comma y belongs to n. Here n is in a normed linear space. We already know every element in n is in a must be positive. So x belongs to n. We can write norm x is greater than or equal to 0. When it is applied to function d of x comma y equal to norm x minus y. Here x and y are in n. Every element in n is in a positive. So we write norm x minus y is greater than or equal to 0. And the second condition is let x comma y belongs to n, then d of x comma y is equal to 0. We recollected the definition of normal linear space on second condition. X belongs to n, norm x is equal to 0. So when it is compared to this x comma y belongs to n, so we can write norm x minus y is equal to 0 if and only if x minus y is equal to 0 when x is equal to 0. So it is if and only if x comma x is equal to y. And another condition is let x comma y belongs to n, d of x comma y equal to norm x minus y. It can be written as minus of y minus x. So every element in norm becomes a positive. So we can write this norm y minus x. So this is equals to d of y comma x. As theorem states that d of x comma y is equal to norm x minus y can be compared as norm y minus x. It can be written as any d of y comma x. And the another condition is let x comma y comma z belongs to n. Let us assume the function d of x comma y is equal to norm x minus y. Let us add and subtract z. So that is equal to norm x minus z plus z minus y. So recollected the definition of normal linear space in third condition. Norm x plus y is less than or equal to norm x plus norm y. So here x minus z plus z minus y. Here taken as x minus z is equal to some x and z minus y is equal to some y. So apply this. It becomes a less than or equal to norm x minus z plus norm z minus y. See, as theorem states that d of x comma y is equal to norm x minus y can be compared as norm x minus z that is equal to d of x comma z, and also compared z minus y. It can be written as a d of z comma y. So that is equal to d of x comma z plus d of z comma y. So these three properties are satisfied on normal linear space. So the given function d is in a metric on n. So we can write therefore d is in a metric on n. It can be written as n comma d. So the function n comma d is a metric space. Okay. In the next slide we are going to talk about some definitions. Convergence in normal linear space. Let n comma norm be normal linear space, then a sequence xn in n is said to be convergent to an element x naught if epsilon greater than 0 they registered in a positive integer n naught such that n greater than or equal to n naught. That implies norm xn minus x naught is less than epsilon. To get a detailed explanation, normal linear space can satisfy convergent definition and also Cauchy sequence definition and also complete definitions. So first we have to know the definition of convergent. If epsilon greater than 0, here epsilon is very negligible and positive element, very least element and also positive element, and they registered in some element in the sequence. The difference must be less than epsilon. Epsilon means very negligible value. So every normal linear space can be satisfied convergence definition and Cauchy sequence definition and also complete definition. So that is the next definition, Cauchy sequence. A sequence xn in capital N is said to be sequence to be an element xm in capital N if given epsilon greater than 0, there existed an n naught such that m is greater than or equal to n naught. That implies norm xn minus xm is less than epsilon. Already we discussed about every normed linear space satisfies the Cauchy sequence definition. What is the difference of convergent and Cauchy means? It has a sequence of numbers. So these two sequence of numbers, these difference of two sequence of numbers is less than epsilon, then Cauchy sequence is convergent. So a sequence xn in n is said to be Cauchy sequence. If given epsilon greater than 0, epsilon means a very negligible value and positive integer. And also there existed another sequence, and these two sequences difference is very negligible when Cauchy sequence is convergent. And the another definition is complete. Let n comma norm be complete